Welcome back to Cooking with Michelle and Joel Gilly. We have Michelle Estrada from the North Carolina Cooperative Extension with us today. We are making some delicious looking chicken.
Oh, yes.
I've seen the recipe and it looks really good.
Savory orange chicken.
Yeah.
And I am so excited. We have been doing a lot with chicken lately.
I'm fine with it.
You're good?
Yeah,
Okay.
I love orange chicken, and I tell you, I'm bad. A lot of times I buy it in a bag, right? And I know that's probably not the healthiest way, so I'm excited to learn a healthier way
So
to do
I
this.
hope you're excited at the end too, because it's not gonna taste like I love orange chicken, but we know that it's not that healthy,
good.
especially because it's full of sugar and all that kind of stuff. So and sodium. So this is a healthy version.
I like it.
It doesn't taste like the real orange chicken, but it's really good.
But is that orange juice I see over there?
Yes.
I mean, I love orange juice, so it can't be that bad.
That's right.
I'm gonna wash my
all
hands.
These ingredients are really good.
Exactly. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'll let you tell them about it.
So the ingredients that we're going to use, we're going to need 3 chicken breasts. We're also going to need some oil, and in this case, we're using the toasted sesame oil, and that is just to give the real flavor. So you really want to use that. We're also going to need some soy sauce. We're going to need some garlic powder, ginger, and we're using fresh ginger. And we're going to need some black pepper, orange zest, we need honey, and a little bit of chicken broth. And that is optional, or you can use any kind of broth, but I recommend the chicken because it's going to really give a little bit of flavor. And then we're going to need some orange juice. I actually was going to try to do real oranges to reduce the amount of sugar, but it doesn't work. The taste changes. So this is, we bought the orange juice, and I do pulp free, but that's a personal, preference. But are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're gonna start by cutting the chicken, but if you can put it in here.
Okay.
We're gonna cube the chicken, but we're gonna dry it first.
All right.
Now I forgot a paper towel. So let's dry it so it's easier.
Okay.
Okay. And remember, this is the time that you want to remove the fat. So we'll remove the fat. I can grab that for you. Okay, thank you. And today I'm already made some brown rice. So normally this recipe will go really good with brown rice. So it's already done. And while we cook some the chicken, we're going to actually make some broccoli in the microwave.
Okay.
So very easy, 3 to 4 minutes, and
Just
you
lob
will
all
see.
that off right there.
Yes, that'll be good. And again, I know some people will leave the fat thinking about the flavor, and yes, sometimes it helps with the flavor, but in this case, you're going to have so many flavors in here that we don't really need that.
Do you want me to cut any more?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. You want me to go ahead and do these two?
Or if you want to cube it, whatever.
All right, so I don't know that we've cubed lately. So are we just, we just
Yes,
do?
and it's easier to do it that way. And remember, the smaller the pieces, the faster they will cook.
Is that good?
Okay, yeah,
Or
that's
should it be
perfect.
smaller? Okay.
We'll cut it when we turn them. We see what other way we need to cook.
It's thick down there on the end there.
And sometimes if you see the fat that it's a lot, this is the time that you can trim a little bit if you want to. But like this size is perfect. So you can kind of cut these in 3. So each piece is going to be different the way you cut it.
Oh,
That was a hard
it's
one.
getting a little funky there.
Yes.
Come up, I just drug your knife, I'm sorry.
It's okay. So while you're doing this, I'm going to start putting the sesame oil in here so we can start putting our chicken. You don't need to do it in a wok, but it really helps when you do it in here. Like I really liked. But you can use a big skillet. You're doing great.
Throw that piece that way. Is this good size?
You can cut that in
Cut
half.
it in half?
And normally, if you notice, like orange chicken, that's how they do. They try to do those small pieces.
Yeah.
In some places, they do it bigger. But another thing that you're going to notice in these recipes, sometimes orange chicken, they will is going to be fried, deep fried, and also is going to be breaded or with
Yeah.
flour. So in here, we're cutting all those calories too.
Is this looking good?
It's looking perfect.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to start this. And sometimes also you, when you read recipes, you may see like the amount of chicken in pounds. So it is hard sometimes. I try to give you the amount following what will work for my family. So it's easier to say 3 chicken breasts because I know normally the package will come 6 pieces.
Yeah.
So I can do one recipe, with 3 pieces and another recipe with the other 3 pieces. But in this case, it's around 2 pounds if it's easier to figure out that.
Good?
That's perfect.
All right. Just go ahead and dry this puppy off too.
Do you need another paper towel or?
We're gonna see.
Okay. And again, this is what we're going to use, put it in oil, and we want to be sure that it's dried. So
Yeah.
it can, and then later it can absorb all the juices from the sauce.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Set you right there. I'll tell you, you got chicken with not a lot of fat.
No, no. I'm just lucky that we
Yeah.
have any chicken.
That's true.
Because it's really hard to find chicken. And that's why we need to be very creative on the amount of chicken that we're using because it's also getting more expensive.
Yeah.
So, but having these recipes where we can add some vegetables, some grains, I think it's important because you can feed your family. Like this one is for 4 people where it has 4 servings. So, but you can kind of like stretch it a little bit more, especially if you have younger kids. And this is a really, kid friendly because even you can, like if you don't want to use broccoli because your children don't like broccoli, maybe you can try green beans or something different.
For sure.
Like you can be very creative with these recipes because it gives you a lot of opportunities to like, okay, how I'm going to, serve this meat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see your finger on top of your knife. What happened there?
Well, I don't know. There you go. Is that better?
Yes, I love it. See? It's like, he's doing so good, but you were not following the right technique.
I know. Practice makes perfect, right?
That's right.
Uh-oh, I lost one.
So we have been having some phone calls and emails asking for the recipe. They love the videos. People love to watch the videos. But so we're going to start sharing those videos on Facebook and adding the recipe, a link
nice.
for the recipe. so people can. I think it's easier when you go shopping too.
Yeah, I agree.
But people said that they're having a lot of fun watching us, and I really appreciate that. And again, you know how we always talk about doing these recipes in advance. This is something that you can do in advance and just cook the day of that you're going to eat it, because you can have all these prep. You know, you just put it in the refrigerator, or if you even have to freeze it because you're not going to be able to eat it that week. But if not, just put it in the refrigerator, make your sauce, make your cut your chicken, and then you will be ready.
Yeah. Oh, that's a piece of fat there. Okay.
You're almost there.
Last but not least.
So hopefully we'll have for everybody.
I think we're going to have a pretty
I
good
think
amount.
so. Yes.
Yeah, the viewers don't get that, but every time we cook, of course, the whole office here at the Maxwell Center smells like food. So we definitely always have to make enough for everybody.
That's right. We want to share the love.
Exactly.
It's not like we can hide.
Right?
Yeah, even when we close the doors.
They still find a way to get in.
And they can smell it.
All right. That's a little fatty. I'm going to put that aside.
Okay. And that's one thing that this is kind of like a stir fry, or kind of, you know, we're, of course, without the vegetables in here, but that's where you want to have your oil really hot.
Yeah.
So that's what I put the oil in advance. It's not, but if you notice, it's not smoking or anything like that, because I put it like a very low temperature. But it will be ready, you know, when the chicken is ready.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so we're ready, and we're just gonna put the chicken in here.
Okay.
And do you know how long we're gonna cook this chicken?
Till it gets to 165.
Oh, I love that answer.
I'm going to wash my hands.
Go ahead.
Very important thing.
That's right.
Handling raw chicken. Do
And
you want to take
actually,
this
if
over?
you don't mind, if you can put that over there, so I don't have to touch it. And I'm just gonna move these around.
You wanna take this?
Yes.
So we got a little chicken on that too.
Okay, thank you. And it's okay because we're using this area, you know, to cook the chicken anyway. So, But yeah, like Joel said, we're gonna cook these until, now I can go to like a medium heat. And we're gonna cook these until we reach 165. And that's around 10 to 15 minutes. Or again, it's depending on your stove, because this is a gas stove. And also the size of your chicken. And Joel cut the chicken pretty small, so that's gonna help a lot. Okay. But you see how these type of a skillet or wok, oopsie, it really helps to keep everything cooked. Okay, Joel, are you ready for the next step?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna need 2 teaspoons of ginger.
Okay.
And I have an extra container or extra bowl there. And do you remember how we did it last time with the spoon? No. It was a long time ago, so don't worry about it.
I don't use a lot of ginger at home, so I don't.
Well, and actually a lot of recipes they use a lot of ginger, but normally we'll use it, the powder.
Yeah, yeah.
So the easiest way to do it, you can just scrap with your spoon.
Okay.
Okay.
Easy enough.
And we just need 2 teaspoons if you want to measure.
Okay.
That's okay. And so ginger is really good, but if you don't like ginger, reduce the amount in this recipe, because I love ginger.
Yeah.
So this is going to taste so good. If you see that you have big pieces, you can kind of cut them or with this spoon. But this is the easiest way, I think, to get ginger to kind of like, is that working for you?
Oh yeah, I'm just got a big piece, so I'm just
Okay.
chopping it up a little bit. How much of this do you need?
2 teaspoons.
We're not there yet.
Okay. But this is a fun job for children to do. I like it. No, I'm sorry.
Keeps them busy. Keeps them busy so they don't screw up cooking the chicken.
You don't really have to move the chicken a lot. I'm just trying, I don't want to burn the chicken either. And again, don't worry about cross-contamination, because that's going to be cooked.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we got one down.
Okay, so one more. And if you were using dried ginger, I just recommend to use less. But it really, it's worth it to use fresh ginger.
Well, and with your little trick here with the spoon,
it's not bad, right?
It's really not bad.
So just be sure that you wash it, you brush the ginger really good. And then, like I said, depending on the shape of the ginger, sometimes you have to cut it on the side or peel it a little bit, and then you just get all that. So again, adjust the temperature of your stove depending on how your chicken is cooking. Like I have some brown pieces in here, so I want to be sure that it doesn't really burn. And this is why it's so important to be sure that we're using a thermometer when we're cooking, because this is a clear example of how we think, oh, this chicken is ready. It's not really. But we have some pieces that are not pink anymore, but that doesn't mean that it's ready. think you're having fun with it. You're not even talking to me.
I'm sorry, I'm just in the zone.
Nothing, I'm gonna move these because we're not gonna need these anymore.
About to make a mess with this ginger over here.
And maybe I'm too hungry, but I'm already smelling this.
Oh, it smells good.
And just wait until we start making the sauce. That's gonna be really good.
Think that's enough?
Okay, so now we're ready to make our marinade, not our marinade, but our sauce. So we're gonna use the small bowl over there.
This one?
And basically what we're gonna do, we're just gonna put all the ingredients there.
Okay. Okay. What do we want to do next? We'll go with this one.
And one thing that I want to add is that we're using only, I think, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. So if you feel like you need more at the end, just add more. But we're trying, remember, soy sauce is very high in sodium.
Yeah.
So even when we're using low sodium, it's still very high.
Yeah.
So add as you feel like you need more. Taste it, and then you're like, oh, okay, maybe I need a little bit more. Okay, and just mix it really good. And hopefully the orange juice is gonna fit there.
Now we put orange juice in?
Do you think it's too small for that?
We're about to find out.
While you do that, I'm gonna move all these away from you. Woo!
It's close.
You did good.
It's close. Now we just stir this, whisk
Yes,
it.
yeah, you can do that. You were working too messy today, so.
I was being a little messy with that ginger.
I know.
And then you give me
now I have-
this bowl that is, I'm just bound to make a mess
Oh,
with.
it's giving you a hard time with that. Okay, so we're just gonna check on our chicken to see how this is. I think we just need a little bit longer with this.
I'm gonna wash my hands one more time.
Okay. And I'm gonna start checking the temperature. I don't think it's ready, but we'll see. Because again, you remember we don't want these to be dry. So what I'm doing in here, because they're small pieces, I can just grab some pieces like these or even leave it in here. But be sure that you're not touching the skillet or the wok. So right now I'm at 136. So we're gonna have to wait a little bit longer so we know that this is well done. Okay, so maybe we can see you in a little bit.
We'll see you soon. Welcome back. We've been cooking up this, well, Michelle's been cooking up. I've just been over here whisking this sauce up. But we're a little bit over 173-ish, so we're
Yes.
above 165.
But
That's good.
That's good, especially when you have these many pieces, because
Yeah.
some they may be at 165. So what we're gonna
And that's also
do now-
important when you're measuring temperature, is to measure some of the big ones and some of the small ones.
You're right. So we're gonna put the chicken on this container.
Okay.
You wanna do it?
Yeah,
or
I'll do it.
Be careful because that gets hot. And And again, you know, in here we have a few brown pieces, but it's up to you if you want to leave it a little bit longer. I don't like when the chicken gets dry, so that is my biggest
And that's
issue.
why we use the thermometer. It's because as long as you're at 165, you're safe.
You're good. That's
but
right.
you're not.
And we're going to leave
burning
those juices there because we're going to put the sauce on the wok, and we're going to use those juices.
Okay.
Remember, they're 165, so they're safe now.
All right.
Okay, perfect. So now that we're done with the chicken, if you don't mind, we're going to put the sauce in here.
Okay.
I'm glad I was wearing an apron.
Oh, did I get you?
No, you're
Oh,
good. You're good.
All right.
So this is going to be we want this sauce to be bubbling all the time, and because we want to be a thick sauce. Okay. So this is going to take again about 10 to 15 minutes. But while we're doing that, we're going to cook our broccoli.
Okay.
So I'm already washed the broccoli, so we just need to cut them.
Cool.
So just remember, you want pieces that you can just, you know, get and that look good with our chicken. So we don't want big pieces. That's perfect. So, and then you can put them in this container. But before, we're going to add a little bit of water. Okay, because we're going to put them in the microwave. So you don't really need maybe like 2 tablespoons, and that will be great.
Okay.
And I'll take care of the sauce. Is that good?
It's perfect.
So I think I mentioned before that you can do broccoli, you can do green beans, whatever you have on hand, even as a leftover from, you know, from the day before or something. Potatoes, anything, right?
How big are you okay with like that size broccoli?
I'm okay. You want to cut them smaller?
I don't care.
Well,
AKA, you want me to cut them smaller?
that's good. I like them a little bit smaller.
You don't like the big florets?
No, because then when I'm in the camera trying it, it's going to be, I'm going to have a big piece of, that's good. So I forgot what I was telling you.
I'm sorry. I
No,
interrupted.
that's good. So did you know that broccoli is part of the cabbage family?
I did not.
So it is really good for us. Only 31 calories in a cup. So I'm going to start boiling this sauce so I can get those bubbles coming, and then I'll adjust the temperature.
Oh, I ruined that one.
So again, this is another, I was going to say activity, or another piece of your dinner that you can do in advance. So you can cut your broccoli, and if you are looking for convenience, you can just buy a bag.
Yep.
And now, so do you normally use a microwave broccoli? Okay, so it can be a little bit more expensive.
Yeah.
So that's why we want to show you how to do it in the microwave. You don't need a, you know, if you have a fresh broccoli, this is the way we can do it. If you think that the broccoli, sometimes broccoli can be more expensive.
Yeah.
Fresh broccoli. So you kind of have to choose between which option is better. But if you have fresh broccoli, this is a great way to cook it in the microwave. So we're going to have a great lunch. We have brown rice, we have the orange chicken, and then we're going to have some steamed broccoli.
I like it.
Me too. I'm excited. You have been cutting a lot today.
I have. You've been putting me to work.
I know.
We doing all this broccoli?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think so. I know someone in here that would like to eat it all week. Oh, today is Friday. Well,
I love broccoli though.
me too. And my favorite is in the skillet, or roasted. Oh, I just love it.
I just always make steam mine.
Really?
Yeah.
I like steam, but just put it in the skillet with a little bit of. Okay, now this is bubbling too much, so I'm just going to keep my bubbles, but not too crazy. Keep my bubbles. And when you make your sauce, you need to be very patient because it's going to take a while. So, but you will see when it start like getting stick into the skillet,
yeah,
you will see that it's getting ready. And it will not go as quick as you normally see with other sauces, because this one really, the only sugar that we have is the honey. So, but normally when you use real sugar, it will go faster. And you can stir your sauce like once in a while, that way it doesn't burn. Now I'm smelling this.
All right.
You did it. Okay, so we're just going to put it in the bigger bowl where I'll put the water.
Okay. Better cut this one again for Michelle.
And then you're going to cover it with the plastic wrap.
Okay. You got
I gave you a fancy.
This fancy one.
Just pull it. Okay. And then you're going to cut it with that little thing. Just slice that. Great.
Fancy.
Look at you.
What will they think of next? Okay.
And just put it in the microwave for 3 minutes.
Okay.
And if we need to add more time, we'll add more time. Now, if you have an older microwave, maybe you need longer time. Okay.
We done with this cutting board?
Well, we can put it over there.
Okay. We're going to finish cooking sauce and let the broccoli finish.
And then we'll
we'll be back.
That's right.
All right, so we've been cooking this up for, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes?
10, 15 minutes, and like I said, it's going to depend on
Well,
your
and you
stove.
can tell now. I mean, it's like,
yes.
It's way less, it's not orange juice anymore.
Not anymore. So now we're just going to put the chicken here.
Okay.
And we're going to just cook a little bit just to kind of let that chicken grab all that sauce. Okay.
It smells so good.
It does, and it looks really good. Okay. So again, you're going to need a big skillet for this. And I can finish this if you want to go and fix the broccoli.
Okay.
So the broccoli right now, it doesn't have any flavor. We put it for 3 minutes in the microwave, but it's ready. You see how easy?
Oh, super easy.
And you can save money from that steamed broccoli.
Absolutely.
So now just add a little bit of olive oil.
How much?
Like 1 tablespoon. That's
Like
good.
that?
And then you're gonna add a little bit of those spices that I got for you. And that's just basically garlic. You don't have to use, I think maybe half of that.
Okay.
And that's kind of, it's garlic, some paprika, like different spices. But you can just add salt and pepper and that will be great.
I think it's hilarious that you're letting us add stuff to our broccoli. I just eat broccoli raw.
Well, this is just to give you a little bit of flavor. Okay, but salt and pepper will work. I just love those spices. And if you want the recipe, just give me a call and I'll give you the recipe. So that is sesame seed.
Okay.
So are you ready for this?
I am. I'm going to borrow one of our forks here.
Yes, and you can mix that.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'm going to go ahead, grab our rice.
Okay, and you can maybe serve the rice and the broccoli
That's what I'm gonna do
while
here.
I finish this. We're a good team. Look at this. So again, this is a quick recipe. It's just, you know, like I said, if you can have a lot of the prep in advance. Oh my goodness, these look so good.
We always talk about how presentation is
Oh,
key, right? You know,
you're
we gotta.
just doing a great job there. And you can always add a slice of orange.
I'm getting fancy. You know how when you go to the
Yes.
Japanese restaurants, they make the heart?
Oh, that is so cool.
Look at that. Y'all probably can't see this on the camera. Can you see that on the camera?
Okay.
That's a heart.
And now I'm gonna go to you with these. Okay, and I'll let you. I don't want to mess up your decoration in here.
It's getting intense. I'm not gonna lie.
Turn this. Maybe it will be easier. And again, be careful with that spoon because it gets hot. And while you do that, I'm going to talk about the nutritional facts. So in here, you can serve 4 portions, but look at how much we have left. And I think you can do more than 4. You're making a mess.
No,
I saw that one.
no.
So the serving size, and this is including, it's not including the brown rice, but it's including the broccoli. Okay, so the serving size is 1 cup, so you have a little bit more than 1 cup there. I think it's 1 cup of broccoli and 1 cup of chicken. Oh my goodness, that looks so good.
I just made a big mistake though. I drug the spoon across the plate and ruined my pretty clean plate.
You can always use a paper towel
know.
and clean it. So for these, the calorie is 488. So even when it's not one of our low calorie, this is almost a whole dish, okay? So, and you're eating something that normally will be more than 1,000 calories. So you're just concentrating on that thing. You don't even care
I'm
about
not
my
even
nutritional facts.
listening at all, I'll be completely
The
honest.
total fat, 15.5 grams. Saturated fat, 4.1, and we try to keep it under 5. So for a recipe like this, again, this is really good. Well, thank you. I feel like in a fancy restaurant. Well, thank
Look
you
at that.
so much.
Come on, that's a picture. It's good for Instagram there.
So sodium, 416 milligrams. For
Wow.
a recipe like
Yeah.
this, you know that it's very low. Carbs, 33.7. Fiber, 3 grams. Total sugars, 25.2. And protein, 54.8. I'm going to try this.
You started this recipe by saying, well, it doesn't have all the sodium. It's going to taste a little different. This is amazing. This has got more flavor. Because it's not that fake flavor.
No.
This is like a real flavor.
You forgot the sesame seeds.
Oh,
but that's
crap.
okay.
I was doing such a good job with my plating. Wait for it.
And if you can find sesame seeds, it's okay. But they look really good. Oh my goodness, look at this.
This is so good. And I'll be honest, the seasonings that you put into your broccoli, really good.
So you like them.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Man, we killed it.
This is delicious.
This is really good. The thing I like about this kind of food too, so easy to heat back up. I always bring this up because I'm one of those where I don't mind eating leftovers.
No.
Bring it to work. This stuff reheats so easily, super easy. So you can eat this for a week if you want to.
So look at how much chicken we have left.
Oh, I know.
So we saved 4 portions,
Yeah.
but I think you can get more than 4.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Y'all give this recipe a try for real. This is an amazing orange chicken.
It is delicious.
Quick to make. You can meal prep with it. The whole 9.
Yes. Lunch, dinner, fancy
sure.
dinner.
Fancy, you could do hearts on your rice.
Yeah. If you need more directions on how to do that, Joel can always teach you a class. Yeah.
Anyway, this is amazing. Thank you so much for finding another great recipe for us to try.
Thank you.
If you have a question about this recipe or something you want us to try, reach out to Michelle here at the Cooperative Extension. She's got a lot of great classes she offers throughout the year and a lot of great recipes.
Summer camps for children,
There's
cooking classes.
so much stuff.
Yes.
So we will see you again next time right here on Cooking with Michelle.
See you next time.